Hello and welcome to the local news bulletin file for the hour here on Star Television Network Channel 21. With me, Sienna Wright. First, the headlines. The Abidjan Convention Program Manager of the Mami Water Project, Richard Da Costa, has said that African countries need to collaborate with each other in order to pool diversified resources together for increased revenue generation. The SLPP Mayor of Kenema City, Joseph Samba Kaifala, pledges to embrace Momo Vandi. The Social Development Advisor with UK Aid, Rachel Fritz, during the commemoration of the International Day of the Girl Child at the Council of Churches in Sierra Leone Hall on Wednesday, 11th October, organized by Community Action to Restore Lives, stated that Sierra Leone is one of the most difficult places for young girls to grow up. And in sports, the Sierra Leone Judo Federation will hold its 6th national grading for 300 judokas drawn from across the country late this October. Those were the headlines, and now for the news in detail. The Abidjan Convention Program Manager of the Mami Water Project, Richard Da Costa, has said that African countries need to collaborate with each other in order to pool diversified resources together for increased revenue generation. He made this statement during a 3-day working group technical meeting hosted by the Environment Protection Agency and related MDAs at the Sierra Lighthouse Hotel from the 9th to the 11th October. Sarah Calais reports.
What we note is among all African countries, there is a diversity of institutions, there is a diversity of institutions trying to come up with this isolated solution to this ocean management. So what the project is proposing is a holistic approach in terms of integrating all the sectors in a national and in a sub-regional level. Is have to sit down in the same table, share their understanding of what they want to do, share their problem, and come up with an integrated solution. So this is what we call integrated management ocean policy.
The Abidjan Convention Program Manager of the Mami Water Project, Richard Da Costa, speaking there. Richard Da Costa further stated that the Convention for Cooperation in the Protection, Management and Development of the Marine and Coastal Environment of the Atlantic Coast of the West Central and Southern African region seeks to map out solutions for the ecosystem of countries within these 3 regions. Khadijatu Jallow, who was deputizing the Fisheries Minister, affirmed that the need for protection of the fisheries sector cannot be overemphasized, as some commercially important aquatic species are now at risk.
Marine fish stocks have been exploited by a variety of small-scale fishing units along with industrial trawlers over 40 years. Now, due to largely increasing fishing intensity and illegal fishing activities, there are signs of overfishing of some commercially important species. The need to protect the marine environment from all forms of pollution and allow the fisheries to grow and not deplete the fish stocks cannot be overemphasized. The idea of the Mami Water Project is a very welcome one, since it deals with the Abidjan Convention that requires the cooperation of member countries in the West and Central African region in the protection and development of the marine and coastal environment. The contracting parties adopted the protocol concerning cooperation in combating marine pollution and action plan for the protection and development of the marine and coastal environment.
Assistant Director Field Operations and Expansion EPA Sil Kamara explained that revenue generation for the marine sector has been limited as the sector is fraught with challenges made by various factors.
Coastal area very rich in marine resources, but for which we cannot really show anything. Besides the poaching in our seas and our ocean, we had again the influx of the inflow of seaweed. Again, that one has impeded on our tourism sector. And so all of these things put together have really brought in something not quite pleasant for us as a nation. And I believe not only Sierra Leone, but on the entire coast of West Africa, we've had that problem. And so the project of this sort would really embrace the very family. We've already embraced it. This is why we, as an agency, made sure that we push it through and have it concluded here today.
The Abidjan Convention identifies environmental management issues from which cooperative efforts can result in highly productive and diverse ecosystems and sectors, especially fisheries, coastal tourism, industries, and oil extraction. Reporting for Star, Sarah Kale in Freetown.
The SLPP mayor of Kenema City, Joseph Samba Kaifala, pledges to embrace Momo Vandi. Momo Vandi has made a donation of 200 bags of cement, including assorted building materials, for the rehabilitation of the perimeter fence, the reconstruction of gates, and completion of the pavilion of the Kenema City football field at the ceremony held in Kenema. Abdulaziz has the details.
Continuing his development agenda initiative, the Deputy Minister of Finance and Economic Development, Momo Vandi, has made a donation of 200 bags of cement and other assorted building materials for the rehabilitation of the perimeter fence, the construction of the gates, and completion of the pavilion of the Kenema City football field at a ceremony held in Kenema.
Any Saturday football day, I'm always more than 100% willing to support soccer. Because soccer will bring people together. It will bring youths them together. And when youths them occupy themselves, then go stay away from trouble. And that makes me to always see the youths them come together. So when I can do that kickoff that day, and eventually make a donation for the teams and when they play, I watch around and see say the perimeter of the gates, the perimeter fence, it all look nice. And I say no, one of my dreams, I can Kenema, now to develop this town and develop the district.
In appreciation, the mayor of Kenema City, Joseph Samba Kaifala, described Momo Vandi as a true son of the soil, noting that Momo Vandi has been an individual who has been providing for the people of Kenema.
We are to talk on football, on assistance for Kenema. One of the priorities we are put based on ESSF, the Funasiam, it still belongs to the Sierra Leone youth group. So therefore, if we help the youths, Muna was able to say the minister. So now that make today this evening, and the project where they can launch here, me and two don't talk, it don't almost bring everything. This project it costs about 47 million for build all the things.
The chairlady of the Kenema District Football Association, Victoria Bernard, acknowledged that the Kenema District football playing field has been in a dilapidated state for a very long time and commended the Deputy Minister and the newly chosen APC Eastern Region Organizing Secretary, Momo Vandi, for the timely gesture. She called on the people of Kenema to look at what the Deputy Minister has done in this very short time to promote football and to responding to the concerns of young people in that part of the country.
So say thank you to His Worship the Mayor for a relentless effort to make it young people become lively like parts of the country. You know one good thing, leadership just separating the minister of the thing. Leadership is not about color. Leadership is not about religion and that tribe. Because he believes in the people of Kenema, any side where development say they knock the doors so that the people of Kenema will better. We are grateful to this side.
We will revisit political loyalty because a man like Momo Vandi is worth dying for, the chairlady said. For Star Television News, compiled by Abdullahi Kagbo, I am Abdulaziz Ba.
The Social Development Advisor with UK Aid, Rachel Fritz, During the commemoration of the International Day of the Girl Child at the Council of Churches in Sierra Leone Hall on Wednesday 11th October, organized by Community Action to Restore Lives, stated that Sierra Leone is one of the most difficult places for young girls to grow up. Sarah Calais was in attendance and now reports.
Whilst highlighting our reasons for such an assessment, Social Development Advisor with UKAID, Rachel Frith, stated that 16% of girls in Sierra Leone get married before the age of 18, 69% undergo FGM, and many more become victims of teenage pregnancies.
Girls in Sierra Leone are some of the most disadvantaged in the world. By the age of 15, over 10% have given birth, 16% will be married, and 69% will have undergone FGM. Sierra Leone is currently one of the most unequal societies in the world, with girls routinely marginalised and disadvantaged. We need to stand and work together to enable girls to have all the opportunities we know that they deserve. This isn't only important for girls themselves, it's essential for setting the entire country on the path of prosperity, for boosting economic and human development across the board. During Ebola, over 14,500 girls became pregnant and dropped out of school as a result. So UKAID has been supporting NEST to deliver bridging classes for these girls, and as a result, 9,500 returned to secondary school.
Rachel Frith further stated that in order to minimize these sad statistics, it is important to raise the aspirations of girls as well as protecting them from harms in society like gender-based violence, teenage pregnancies, which most times result in maternal and child mortality.
Keeping girls in school and promoting the importance of education is not only vital to girls' own futures, but will ultimately provide the educated women that will greatly benefit Sierra Leone's economic and human development. This is really critical. Experience from around the world shows us the importance of raising the aspirations of girls and for girls. We, as UKAID, remain committed to supporting girls to develop the social and life skills that will enable them to succeed into adulthood and contribute to society. Addressing sexual and gender-based violence and providing the support, protection and treatment that girls need is absolutely critical. The UK remains committed to tackling harmful traditional practices that hold girls and development back. And we remain committed to working with government to achieve this.
Education specialist Henrik Mutsinti, UNICEF, stated that issues affecting young girls within a nation almost always affect the socio-economic capabilities and development of a country, which he says should serve as a motivational factor for any country that wants to develop.
From the education perspective, every girl has the potential to become an entrepreneur, a scientist, a doctor, a visionary change maker, and a leader. But for so many of these girls, they face daily challenges and difficulties that prevent them from reaching their potential. And some of these challenges include violence in school, early marriage, teenage pregnancies, and social-cultural norms that render girls more likely to be out of school. We see this as a platform for mobilizing our extensive partnerships, communications, and advocacy efforts to transform the risks and deprivations girls face in achieving a better life. UNICEF's focus on this important day is to recognize girls' rights and challenges girls face, and highlight that girls need platforms to voice the challenges they face in everyday life and the solutions that work for them, so they can be able to be the drivers of lasting changes for themselves, their communities and families.
Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Social Welfare, Gender and Children's Affairs, Umaru A. Conte, stated that in aims of ensuring empowerment, especially for girls, using quality education as a tool, the ministry has handed over makeshift emergency schools for victims of the twin disaster at the disaster site, as well as reviewed the education sector plan to improve the education system.
The interventions include temporal learning space is operational at the old school and Juba camps for nursery and pre-primary. I alluded to that a couple of minutes ago. Learning materials are supplied to affected children. Even as we celebrate this International Day of the Girl Child, officials in the ministry are busy ensuring that learning materials are distributed to affected children. Teaching materials are supplied to affected schools. Teachers in the affected school are being placed in schools. Affected children are placed in schools of proximity. The damaged buildings are being repaired. Bursary is also being provided to children that are affected. And the status of girls' education is not static. MEST has made tremendous effort with our partners to attain goals, and we are not relenting, but we continue to work harder for the empowerment of not only girls, but young and older adults through inclusive education. We will continue to encourage adolescent girls, able or disabled, to overcome challenges and realize that education is the way of advancement and achievement. We are also assiduously working towards increased enrollment at all levels of education. We will endeavor to provide the environment to appropriately empower the learners who opt for the acquisition of entrepreneurial knowledge and skills to promote the middle-level manpower.
Human rights and girls' empowerment organizations the world over observes the International Day of the Girl Child on the 11th of October every year. Reporting for Star, Sarah Kale in Freetown.
It's now time to join Alisonta Kamara, our sports correspondent, for some sporting news.
Thanks a lot, Sierra. Of course, good evening, viewers. Locally, a number of things are happening within the sports circle. One among them is the fact that over 300 judocas are starting an exhibition ahead of getting expected late this month. The move has coincided with plans to formally open the Bo Judo training camp. Here's the report.
Last year, the judo family hosted a coach from France to conduct a national sports structure course. The aim was to develop judo coaches and to orientate them on the new rules of the game. Tournaments for kids and judo clubs, including training camps, formed part of last year's effort to bolster the game and to spread its ideals to every part of the country. While the consignment shipped from France and Italy has arrived at the country's seaport, the Sierra Leone Judo Federation is ending effort to hold its 6th national judo grading. The move will bring together 300 judocas from all ranks to put on a show. The stride will mark the biggest number ever graded in a national combat display. Along the same path, the Federation is also looking forward to organizing an Under-15 Judo Championship scheduled for the first week in October, with kids undergoing workouts to win medals and trophies. Prominent among efforts made last year and the beginning of this year has been the one directed to end the construction of the judo training camp in Bo Reservation. The Bo attempt will mark the first judo training camp not only in Sierra Leone, but also in West Africa. Architects contracted to construct the Bo training camp said designs, including major indoor and outdoor activities, have reached fruition. But the judo gurus say the camp will formally be opened after the judo consignment has been removed from the quay. While judo is among the least considered sporting disciplines in the country, it is the only one from its peers that has been able to construct an international training camp that covers a vast area of land in Bo. When everything reaches the desired end, the camp will be used to organize international judo seminars and judo training around West Africa. For Star TV Sports, Ali Kamara reporting.
Welcome back. Of course, now in the national scene, Man United Jose Mourinho has brought fear factor back to Old Trafford, says Mick Phelan. Phelan, who spent 14 years at United as part of the coaching staff, was full of praise for Mourinho and touted his former side as title contenders following their unbeaten start to the season. Ahead of United's huge clash against Liverpool, Phelan thinks Mourinho will be more focused on avoiding defeat rather than leaving Anfield with 3 points. Despite a slow start to the season, Jockey Club's side will be confident they can end their arch-rivals' unbeaten start to the season as they look to continue their impressive form against top 6. That's all we have for sport, and back to you, Sienna Wright.
That was Alisonta Kamara giving us updates on sports. Well, that's all we have for you today in our local news bulletin file, live here on Star Television Network Channel 21. I am Sienna Wright. Thanks for watching and do stay with us. The weather forecast is up next.